Yo, 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 yo. Good morning, my people. Peace to everyone out there. Yes, it is the 20th day of the new year. It is Tuesday. Top to everybody out there. Starting off by always thanking the big fella upstairs for allowing us to open our eyes this morning, to stretch, yawn, to breathe, to put our feet down on the ground. For us seeing another minute, another hour, another day, another second. Peace to everybody out there traveling today, going to school, going to work. Please be safe out there, y'all. There's no need to break your neck to get to where you gotta go, because late or early, the place is going to be there. It's not going anywhere. Let's be safe, kids. Let's go to school. Parents, let's get them there safe. Let's get to where we going safe. Let's just be careful. Because remember, your jobs are replaceable, but your life is not. And because of that, I hope everybody is blessed, appreciated, and thankful. As always, I want to say good morning to everyone, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you live at. If you live in the United States or not, it doesn't matter. Peace to everyone all over the world. If it's your first time, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's smash the like button as we come in. Let's not be afraid to touch the like button. It's not going to bite us, and it's not going to cost us our lives. Let's do that. Peace to everybody. Of course, y'all know we're putting the morning chop-ups on hold to continue to get back to this boxing. There's a lot to be talked about, but then there's not a lot to be talked about, if you get what I'm saying. As you can see, what I'm putting up and what I'm talking about is worth talking about this morning. Of course, we got the return of Bruce Carrington, aka Shoo Shoo, who'll be making his return to the Garden. But the only difference is he's making his return to the big house. So we're gonna get into that. There's some other things. But the morning chop-ups right now are, we're gonna fall back with that. Get back into this boxing. So, like I said, once again, if it's your first time here, and if it's not, doesn't matter, welcome. Appreciate you. And make sure that you smash that like button once again. And welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Mike, what up? Dropping the T. What's up? I see you. Jeff Spark, my Queen / Massachusetts brother. What up? What's up with y'all, man? It is cold as hell out there this morning, y'all. Please, if you're traveling out there, dress warm. Be very warm if you're traveling out there. Parents, y'all be killing me. Y'all be such in a rush to get to where you gotta go, and your child be half dressed. That shit kills me and it aggravates me. Some of y'all don't deserve to be parents. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Y'all act like y'all don't know how to dress a child. It is cold out there. Make sure that those babies, before walking out the door, are dressed appropriate. Please. Because let me tell you, being sick is no fun. Yeah, Seafood. It's brick outside. I got the link too, Seafood. You can come up if you want. Brick outside. I had to take Mrs. Duck outside today. Shit. Cold as I don't know what. Cold as I don't know what. I wanted to go out to handle my business today. No, sir. No, sir. I will handle my business right from where I'm at, in the house, on the phone. I'll make my phone calls and do what I got to do. As far as me going to these places, not going to happen. Bay, I see you, my Alabama/Cali sister. What up? So, yeah, like I said, we got Bruce Carrington making his return next Saturday night for the vacate WBC featherweight title. I'm glad to see him in the big house. The great thing about some of these guys that's on this card is that they're very familiar with being in MSG. They're no stranger to it. Out of all the guys on the card, only 2 of them have been in the big house. So to see Keyshawn come to the big house, to see Bruce come to the big house, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad to see that. So, but we're gonna get into
especially Shushu, especially Shushu. That's
yes.
my man, 50 grand, bro. I'm happy for that guy, man, bro.
Yo,
So,
you know his father? You know his father got a podcast?
no, I didn't know that.
So
What's the name of it?
last night I was on IG, and I told him, I said, yo, I'm gonna call you today because I thought about him, and I was like, yo, I want to see if I can get him on the show. And he was like, yo, did you subscribe to my channel? And I'm like, I said, Bruce, I didn't know you had a damn channel. I sent it to you.
No.
I sent everybody the channel, so it should be in your DM. I sent it last night. As soon as he gave me what the channel was, I went to subscribe to it.
Okay. I'm gonna check him out. I didn't even know. I honestly didn't even know.
First of all, before we get into boxing, even outside of boxing, that man was the dopest dude to be around. And I'm not just talking about his son, but just like Pop Senior, the coolest dude to be around, man. Real cool dude.
Bruce, I mean, Shushu is a good dude because even through his crime, he still stayed humble. He didn't act like he didn't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I much respect to him, bro. I seen Amanda yesterday too.
Get the hell out of here! Where she came to the gym?
She came to the other gym. I still got stuff over at Green to pick up. So I ran into Amanda and Cindy yesterday.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Tell Amanda she got to join the wave now.
yeah, exactly right. They'll be in the building though I'm pretty sure for Shakur.
Man,
but I'm watching it at home.
That place is gonna be filled with dudes that got warrants, child support, gang members. That place is gonna be. That place is gonna be. Listen, I'm trying to tell you that for that particular fight, everybody's coming outside.
Yeah. I'm still favoring Tio.
But back to Bruce. When was the first time you met Bruce? Both of them.
When I was a fighter and I was going down to Starrett City to spar, and he was a real youngin. Like I don't even remember how old he was, but he was a young kid, and he was hitting on a side bag. And I remember walking up to him. I said, "Yeah, keep it going, shorty." And then I used to always see him in the gym. He was like the youngest kid in the gym. And Starrett City was like one of the go-to places in Brooklyn to go to as far as sparring. Yeah. So we used to go over there a lot for sparring. But I remember him as a shorty, one of the front teeth missing type of thing. He was that young. Now look at him now. As I tell him, he said, "Y'all remember you?" When he first came to Green, he said, "Y'all remember you, Seafood?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up, bro?" We kicked it, took a picture and everything, and that's what's up.
Yeah. Every time I see that dude, man, it's always love, and I'll be joking around with him. Like he'll come in the gym, and I'll be like, "Yo, where your father at, Bruce?" He'd be like, "He about to come in." He's like, "Wow, what'd he do?" I said, "Man," you know what? I noticed that your father, y'all get money. It ain't my business to know how much money I get, but I noticed your father do-rag's been getting more crispy. He start laughing. So he'll start laughing at it. I was like, yeah. I said, y'all get money. Your father do-rags is getting, it ain't the Brownsville do-rags no more. You know what I'm saying? He walking about, he got the Las Vegas do-rags now. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Yo, I told him that. He started laughing. He said that, bro. He said, bro, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I've never heard nobody say that. I said, because I noticed this. I noticed this with your father. I see him a lot. Even when it's not a boxing match going on, I see Bruce a lot. But every time I see him, man, it's just always the same energy, man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, money should not change your personality. The only thing money should do is change your clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Yeah. It shouldn't change your personality. It should change your material blessings.
You know why? Because I'm tired of hearing. I mean, this is. I mean, a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but this is the truth. And we've been, a lot of our people's been saying this for years after they get money. We can use that excuses. I come from the bottom. I come from this. I come from that. But it's like, okay. After a while, it's like, damn, but you ain't at the bottom. You're at the top now. So it's like, you gotta, you know what I mean? And at the same time, conduct yourself. Stay humble. Stay humble.
Dropping that tea is good, mama.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You have to be. This is why I favor Amanda Serrano so much, because normally we have our own dap clap. You know, like how people dap each other up. We have our own clap, but she forgot it, and she just came up and just gave me a hug instead. And I said, "Oh, you forgot? You get that big now? You forget it now?" I said, "Okay, I'm gonna stay away from you."
You know what I'm saying? She probably was so happy to see you, though.
No, I don't really see them as much now, because they're going to and from. So they go New York, Puerto Rico. You know, they back and forth. Plus, they're promoting the other female fighters. So I know I don't really see her that much anymore.
I'm proud of her. I'm proud of what she's doing. She's a perfect representative for Latinos, especially the women. I'm proud of her. New York is proud of her. And all I'm saying is, if she ends up being in the Puerto Rican parade this year on the float, all I'm saying is, Seafood, make room for me.
Nah, she don't do stuff like that. She's not. And I mean, if she does, it'll be a recommended stuff. But she's not that type of person. She's not a floaty person. I'm telling you, she's a humanitarian, bro. She's really trying to set the mark for women's boxing. She's really trying to do that. So now I think she's going to start training for her MMA fight now. So I mean, I just want her to stop boxing. I mean, stop combat sports totally. Just be that woman that says that you did it all. She definitely deserves the accolades of one of the greatest who ever done it. You know what I'm saying? She definitely, her story is, she's been through the thick and thin about, like, she should write a book, because she definitely has a lot to talk about.
Somebody just told me, because I do these parenting classes where I talk to these fathers who've been through what they've been through. Well, I've been through what they've been through, and after sharing my story about what I've been through, I remember somebody said, one of the teachers was like, "Yo, man, you need to write a book about that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I could, but that shit takes forever. I don't have time for that shit." Because when you write a book, you got to really take your time. You got to take your time doing stuff like that. But yeah, we all got a story. That's the great thing about coming from where we come from and going through the struggle, or even doing through some things, because we all got a story to tell. When I listen to the story about Shushu and them, and how their brother was, taken out, and just listen to how, where they came from and how they had to, get over that. Not get over it, but then, you got to move on, because you could never get over losing somebody.
Facts.
They got a strong story.
Yeah, they do. And the thing is, it's funny that when you know a lot of people who have been part of the struggle, like I know Louis Collazo, Danny Jacobs, the Chin Checkers. I know all these dudes, and we were all in the same city, getting our skills up to become icons in the game. And it's great to see the you know the hear the testimonies, Shushu, Amanda, Cindy, a lot of them, but to me, who has one of the greatest stories that's untold. I wish you could get him on your podcast, Louis Collazo. Yo, that's a deep brother, bro. Most humble guy, man, I ever met, man. Real talk.
You know what? I just told Tiff that yesterday. I said, Tiff, look, I gotta pick it up. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, listen, I don't really be caring about how things go on my show sometimes. Long as it's respectful, but then at the same time, I go, all right, you're gonna have to make things a little interesting this year. We can't just be up here just talking boxing. It's like I got a lot of referees that I actually know in the game, which is crazy. Some of these same referees we see on TV, people don't know. I'm Facebook friends with Joe Cortez.
Right.
I got Jack Reese in my Facebook group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got Arthur McCanley. I got so many people that, Jill Diamond from the WBC, which people look at me when she gives me a hug and speak to me. They like, yo, how you know Jill? I'm like, what do you mean? Y'all act like Jill came out of nowhere.
Yo, listen, I know, again, it's funny, like I said, it's different when you're familiar and then people know you, but I constantly run into these people all the time. So it's like they all my cousins. You know what I'm saying? So it just feels,
Seafood, it just feels good to know certain people and for people to look at you like, how you know them? Like, when you said you knew Amanda, I was like, okay, he knows Amanda. But then I actually come to the gym and I'm like, oh shit.
I know Amanda when she was a scrub. This is what people don't understand. Yo, I know all of them when they were scrubs, bro.
I'm gonna admit this while we live. I went right after that, went in the bathroom and damn near fanned out. I said, oh shit, Amanda.
I was like, yeah, you want to talk to her?
Because I was so of a fan of her. So to see her there, and then not just to see her, but to see how humble and she's a sweetheart, amazing, man. Amazing woman, man.
Yo, I used to have a autograph book. I don't know what happened to it though. Man, I lost over the years when I started getting into boxing as a coach. But I'm gonna start a new one, and I'm gonna show you how many people I know. I'm gonna get everybody to sign it that I know. Everybody, and people gonna.
It's funny you say that because this banner right here, I just told Tiff. I said, I'm going to get ready to retire the banner. And she goes, are you? And I said, yeah. I said, I'm going to give it to about the end of this year. And I'm going to get everybody to sign. I'm going to get everybody to sign this banner. Referees, fighters, coaches. I'm going to get everybody to. That's why I come to you guys. What's so crazy? Because when I come to amateurs and I come to amateur coaches for them to sign things, the reaction that I get from them is like, huh? But it means something to me. It might not mean nothing to other people who be like, well, he's not a professional coach. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. It means something to me. It's memories. Everything doesn't have to be professional. Right. Like, well, he has to be a professional fighter. Like, I don't do all that.
Honestly, I don't like when people use that term, he's not a professional coach, because we are professionals. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? Does he? What pro fighters he got? But I'm like, no, that's not what that means, stupid. That's not what I mean. Even when you're on a regular 9-to-5 job, you got to be professional. I don't care if you work at McDonald's, you got to be professional.
No, but see, this is what I'm saying. I've worked with pros. I've had pros. I had pro boxers and MMA fighters. That people don't know that. But my thing is, I've even done partial camps, like did sub, like as the chief second, where other other trainers to get them to win pro fights and MMA fights and Golden Gloves. So when a person says this or that, but bro, you must not know. Like, and honestly, it's not my job to tell you because I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm doing it because I love the sport.
Yeah.
But when I come up with my my autograph book, I'm gonna buy one from either CVS or whatever, and I gotta go around. I bet you everybody's gonna say they're gonna think that I'm trying to play them out or punk them out or set them up for a joke. Because I joke with everybody, bro. I clout everybody that I rock with, but like I'm really gonna get those autographs and stuff. Because even some of the announcers I know since before they were even in TV land, you'll be surprised, bro.
Somebody hit me yesterday.
How many people I really know?
Somebody hit me yesterday, right?
Like a lot of people reached out to me when my mom passed, man. I mean, these are people that I know personally, not because they see me on TV or they see me on in the gym. I mean, these are people that I actually knew.
The crazy thing about
I respect all walks of life, man. You know,
the crazy thing
as long as you're alive, you're a celebrity. That's how I feel.
Yeah. The crazy,
God is showing you favor.
Well, you know, somebody said that to me one day. We was in Christian's Strong Island. We was in Queens, and you got to walk past the bar. So I'm walking past the bar because I'm just saying what's up to everybody. So as I'm going through the crowd, everybody's like, "No Doug's on, no Doug's," and I remember somebody saying to me, "Yeah, boy, you pretty popular, man. You had about 19 people. You just walked by." I said, "Yeah, out of the 19, there's about 8 of them. I didn't even know who the hell they were." And this is the God heaven truth. I never seen them. I never had a conversation with them. So I'm like, okay, that's, but you have to realize people are watching you.
Yeah, man. Because it's crazy, bro. Life is, we on TV already because we in God's eye. God watching us right now. That's how I know I'm a different type of professional.
There was a fighter that came to me. It was like he was interested in training with you. He's actually a pro, but I told him, I need you to be serious because I'm familiar with him, but I'm like, I need you to be serious, dude. I said, I can't refer you to him and you go over there with the bullshit. So I said, I tell you what, take a little more time to think about it. I'm not telling you what to do.
Can I get a coffee roll, please?
But if you asking me for something, I'm not gonna have you make me look bad.
Right.
You can't just nowadays. You can't just be a good fighter. You have to be also able to listen. A coach has to feel like they got to be able to work with you. So take some time to think about it.
Thank you.
Then come on back to me, and then we can go and make something happen. I told him what we'll do is I'll bring him up there since I have to come up there already. I'll come up there with him and I'll introduce you to him. But he got to be serious. And that's not just with you. That's with any trainer, any gym that I refer somebody to. You're not going to make me look bad because then it's like, where did this guy come from? Well, McLean brought him to me. Hell no. Everybody already look at me like, oh, he ain't a fighter and shit. He's just a podcaster. You don't let a podcaster bring you a fighter, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Because, people will do that.
Right.
People act like you got to have a college degree and being fucking smart. I know people ain't got a diploma and they smarter than the motherfucker that got one. Like, what are we talking about? BC, I see you. Yeah, back to Shu though. I'm happy to definitely see him back in the big house because I was, back in that big house for the first time. But I'm glad to see that he's even gotten to that point. Condo Loco, what's up, my brother? It's good to see him, and it's just good to see him back. Period. Rather if it was the little house or the big house, it just feels better in the big house because I know Brooklyn, New York City is coming out heavy.
It's not surprising. It's not surprising because he's a humble guy.
Exactly.
So the blessings are always going to follow him as long as he stays that way. And that's just the end. That's just the, what it is.
Yeah,
And
I think he will, because let me tell you something. When I met Shu in his when I met him in his pops, I'm gonna be honest with you. They had a barbecue for him in Brooklyn at this park. I think it was
right,
Shu getting ready to turn pro. So when I met his father, this is how far we go back. This is 2021, maybe 2022. And when I met him online, and after talking to him, he said, "Yo, we got this barbecue we doing for Shu in Brooklyn." I said, "All right, cool."
what up, Free?
He said, "What up, Free?" And he like, "You can pull up." And I remember pulling up to the barbecue. Chris Colbert popped up. A couple of people had popped up. It was a couple of familiar faces that I seen in the boxing game that popped up to hold them down. So that thumbnail you see right now with me on there with him,
Mm-hmm.
that was the first time me meeting him in person. And at that time I had braids. That's why when you see me with the white beater, I got the Morris Park white beater and all that. I actually had the same hat I got on now that I had then. And that was the first time I met them. So it was just, it was just dope, man. Building relationships is important, but when I met them then, they still the same way they are now. Very humble and good brothers.
Right. No, they are, man. I mean,
Oh shit, he took himself off. Free, what up?
Yeah.
Free.
What up? What up?
Free. My man, Free. Where's Mrs. Free?
I just dropped her off at the house. I came outside to get a little bit of chick change so I can I gotta make some moves before it's time for us to go to the movies.
Oh, y'all going to the movies? That's what's up.
Yeah, we're going to see Primate.
Oh, you
oh
going
yeah,
to
let
see?
me know how that is. That looks good.
You going to see
Yeah.
Israel? Okay, cool.
Yeah, because the movie theater that we have out here, it's the seats recline. The seats recline like you lay back and you watch the movie theater, but they shoot out like this mist. Like every time something happens in a movie, a mist will shoot out. So it kind of like make you feel like you in the movie.
Yo, Vay, you caught that, Vay. Ain't nobody else caught what I said, Vay. That's why you laughing.
I caught what you said. I caught what you said. I
didn't hear what he said.
Hey, Vay.
I heard what he said. I just wasn't gonna say nothing. I heard exactly what he said.
No,
he said the same thing. He said the same thing last time when I said I was riding past the zoo.
Yo, Free, you ain't.
No, you already know I don't miss anything. I catch everything. I don't miss nothing.
He said the same thing right past the zoo.
I don't miss anything. I catch everything.
Hey,
I won't say nothing. I make you think that I didn't hear you. But I hear everything.
He's one of them dudes that nothing get past him. He the type that when you trying to sneak to the kitchen and you think his ass is asleep, but his ass saw you or he heard you. You can't get past him.
He like, yo, I'm not even trying to deal with your ass today. I'm thinking my phone.
I hear everything. I hear and see everything. I might not say nothing right then and there, but I'll pop something and you be like, oh nigga, I ain't know you knew. Yeah, I saw you.
That's what Tiff be doing. That shit be scary, right? Because Tiff be like, yeah, you thought ass was sleeping. I heard you going in the kitchen cutting that piece of cake. I heard you. I'm like, your ass was supposed to be asleep. It was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Just spots like a water mist. It's like a water mist. It's smoke and a mist that shoots out. So it makes you feel like you in the movie or whatever.
Okay.
When stuff happens.
I think the last movie I went to see, don't make it fun of me, but the last movie I went to see was probably the Jennifer Hudson movie.
This is the funny thing. I've never went to the movies and seen a horror flick. Every horror flick I seen, I was at home and I watched it either on cable or I bought the DVD or something like that. I've never watched a horror movie at the movie theater.
Wow.
That's gonna be the first horror movie that I watch at the movie theater.
You're definitely gonna be jumping out your seat, bro.
Listen, I can't take Tiff to see none of that shit, so it don't even matter. She ain't going for none of that.
You know, the movie Primate was based off of Clarence McLean's No Duck Zone podcast.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't based off me. It was based off another guy. Definitely wasn't based off me.
Yeah, it was Primate.
Listen, I'm a duck. I'm not a monkey. I ain't a gorilla. The dude that's responsible for that. The dude that's responsible for that movie has his own YouTube channel.
Yo, I remember one time when on Vay's podcast, she was talking about somebody, I forgot who it was, that was saying something about monkey something. And I'm gonna ask you, all you guys, I'm gonna ask, even though this is like kind of a stupid question, but it's not really a stupid question. Would you rather be called a primate than a monkey? Or you know what I'm saying? In terms of the derogatory terms?
I will if I had to choose, I would rather be called a primate, because being called a monkey, they just being disrespectful by calling you a monkey. Even though primate is the same thing and they still being disrespectful, it doesn't sound as disrespectful as saying you a monkey.
Right. It sounds more beastly, like, yeah, step up your game, son. You know, type of thing.
Yeah. It doesn't sound as derogatory by saying primate. You say, oh, you're a monkey, that's just straight disrespectful. You say you're a primate. You be like, what? You're like, what, nigga? You be like, you're a goofball because you said primate. It might talk like that. You're a primate. Oh.
You going in and out, see?
Computer live.
You going in and out?
I say that. Oh, I'm going in and out. Oh, it's because I'm up in Nyack. That's why.
Oh, okay.
When a person says, "Yo, built like a silverback," like that's the term I use with some of my guys, because they just like they look like big gorillas, bro. Like another one came into the gym yesterday. I was like, "Damn, this guy's huge." But it is.
Now,
I was like, "Yo,
saying somebody built like a silverback, that's not being disrespectful. That's more like saying a dude is as big as a mug. You're like, dog, you big as a motherfucker. You built like a silverback.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yo, I got two of them in the gym, bro. Two big silverbacks, bro. These dudes are huge, man. Like really walking muscle, like literally walking muscle.
If you think that is the fighter I just told you about, wait till I introduce you to him when he get his shit together. You think that is, wait till you see him.
Who?
That's why I was like, you want to train with who? I said, okay. Okay, let's see how this works.
Who
I had a dude I used to work with.
The guy that I just told you that I said I was bringing to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, I had a dude I used to.
I'm talking about heavyweight. We talking about at least a good 280, maybe a little more.
I had a dude I used to work with. This nigga hands, he was a big dude, but he wasn't tall. He was a little bit taller than me. He probably was like 6 foot, but he was like maybe like 260, 270. But the nigga hands, like his hands was large for one, and them motherfucker was so fucking rough. Like you could literally strike a match off his hands. And I'm like, God damn, you big gorilla back having hand ass nigga. I was like, no, don't. I said, if you ever slap anybody, they will tell you, I'd rather you punch me than to slap me. Your hands rough as hell. Like that nigga hands look like he used to just walk around and break bricks with his hands. That nigga hands rough as shit.
Nah, when I met,
this how you know,
imagine that, bro.
This how you know
that's
nigga
crazy.
hand is rough. I'm gonna tell you how you know a nigga.
How you know a
nigga hand is rough. No, we sitting on a post, and this nigga is literally peeling the skin on his hand with a daggone knife. And I ain't talking about no butter knife. I'm talking about a pocket knife. He got a pocket knife about the size of probably about 12 inches long. And he's sitting there peeling the skin on his hands. I'm like, no, are you peeling your skin? He was like, yeah, man, I gotta peel the dead skin. I'm like, I said, yeah, no, don't ever slap me because I'm gonna shoot your ass. You slap me, I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. When BVO came up here for the fight, and he got and I'm asking Thomas, I said, where BVO at? He came walking down the hallway. I said, God to the damn.
Oh, BVO's a big dude too?
I said, God damn. I said, BVO, he looks like a human steak pop marshmallow man.
Yeah, BVO like 6'5" with Rick Ross kneecaps.
Damn, bro.
BVO came into the Barclays Center looking like 5 baby mamas.
Yeah. You stupid, McClay. You stupid. That's crazy though.
He walked in there. I said, God damn. And I went to shake his hand. That shit just digested my whole arm. I said, look, in New York, we know how to deal with big people like you. We just gonna get it over with real quick. Yo,
the wind chill factor up here is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man, it's freezing out here.
Man, listen, that's why Tiff was like, because I was supposed to win somewhere today. Tiff was like, you better keep your ass in the house. I said, yeah, you know I am. I'm gonna handle my business right here on the phone, and I got some things I got to do here. But I went to step outside just in front of the building, and this is how I know it was cold. When the damn police officer standing outside, and he like, I'm going to wait in the pharmacy.
Right there.
Shit. And I feel sorry for the police officers and the crossing guards because they got the man, shit. That's why certain jobs I won't take.
Yeah,
certain jobs that require for me to have to be outside, not doing it.
Yeah.
Not doing it. The parks department, any of them jobs, you gotta clean the park. I'm not doing none of that. Yeah, it's brick, man. I'm not doing none of that. But what would you I mean back to Shu real quick, but what would y'all like to see happen with Shu, man?
I want to see him become a multiple world champion. At least 3 belts. At least 3.
Yeah, I mean, I said this when we had the interview with him back, what was that, like 2 years ago? When me and Thomas did the interview with him.
Yeah.
When we did the interview with him, and they said, what you think Shu gonna do? When you think Shu gonna get a chance? I said, give Shu about another year, and he'll be fighting for a title. And here we are now. He's fighting for a title.
Yeah, and it's not even a rush. Like most fighters, they push too fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like because they seem spectacular. Let them grow a little bit. Because even when they go in there, they're not complete fighters yet anyway. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm glad they're taking their time, because we had multiple champions that came out of New York City and then they burn out quick because they rushing them.
We have so many of them that come out the borough of Brooklyn. It's ridiculous. Probably more than any other borough.
Yeah.
And a lot of them some of them went on to be successful. Some of them burnt out. Some just burned. I'm not being funny. I'm just being real. Some of them just burnt. You know how many of them we walk past every day in the streets?
Yeah.
They could be picking out the garbage. They could be homeless. It could be anything, man. You just don't know.
They gotta ride the wave, though. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I seen a lot of guys come out of New York, period. And Marcus Brown,
managing attorney at the DC.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of them came out, man. Curtis Stevenson, Jadon Carrington, Jenny Jacobs, Louis Collazo, they was all in the same camp. And Gary Starks Jr., a lot of them came outside, and they all had their own successes to a degree. but I think a lot of them was pushed too fast because, you know, they want to make the money, and then, you know, and they, you know, they're not really letting them, their skills mature in the way that they should to get it, whatever. But I get what they're saying as far as, like, you got to see the opportunity because you might not get it. But
yeah, I mean, I get it.
Right.
You know, I get it. And then, but sometimes you think a guy's ready and he's not.
No, he's not. Like, you know, I think a lot of doctors, but I think Fernando Vargas was pushed too fast. You know what I'm saying? I think he was pushed too fast. He could have been another, I mean, he's an icon, but he could have been a different, another type of legend, you know?
Hey, listen, when they put him in there with Oscar and he got in there with Trinidad, I said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but he was cheating, so he got what he deserved because he was cheating.
Jesus Christ.
You know, that's not whatever that, but.
Jesus, I said, man, I wanted to get in there and help him. I wanted to get in there and help him, the poor guy.
Maybe that's the reason why they was
tag me in.
Maybe that's the reason why they was pushing him so fast, because he was juicing.
That sound wild, crazy, free, but we'll let you slide with that one.
No, but he got a point. He's right, because you think these guys get popped that they don't know that they're taking these things? Come on, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys know. I'm
gonna tell you right now. Out of every single trainer that's really involved with their fighters, every single trainer knows what their fighter is taking, unless they're not really invested in that fighter and they just let that fighter do whatever they want to do. But if you are a fighter that they're really pushing like that and they're trying to get on the big stage, you know everything that fighter is doing. It's only like maybe I say probably about 5% of trainers that don't know what their fighter is doing because that fighter is hiding stuff behind their back. A lot of times these trainers are giving these fighters certain stuff to take, and the fighter don't pay attention what's inside of what they're taking because the trainer gave it to them.
Right.
Or the strength and condition coach, whoever it might be.
Well, I tell you what, until I figure out who it came from, the whole damn team fired. Everybody gonna go. I'm the type. I'm telling you. Let me come back and I failed. The whole damn. Oh, nobody want to admit who did this. Everybody fired. I don't give a shit. Call me wrong. Everybody got to go. I apologize later, but until now, the whole damn team fired. Everybody got to go. I'm kicking the damn dog out the house. Everybody got to go. Whole team fired.
Yeah, we're never gonna catch the true culprits though. But yo, I got a bounce talking about the train Dr. Mike.
No doubt. Appreciate you, people.
All right, but I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Okay.
But ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy though? Free for, you know, for them to give that to you and you don't ask, what does this do for me? No, man, this is just such and such. You like, okay, you're not thinking nothing of it because you like, this is my trainer. My trainer ain't gonna do nothing to harm me. Or my strength and condition coach is not gonna do nothing to harm me. And then all of a sudden,
yeah,
that shit crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but it happens like that sometimes. Sometimes they get this stuff from the trainers. That's why you see these trainers don't really say too much about the fighter when the fighter pop dirty. You don't really hear this trainer saying, he let me down or anything like that. They be like, we just gonna find out what it is, whatever. They so nonchalant about the situation because these trainers know that these fighters are juicing or taking supplements that they shouldn't be taking. They already know. And it ain't a surprise to them. The same way it's not a surprise when their fighter pop up overweight on the scale. They already know. They knew the day before. They knew a week before. They knew 2 weeks before. He ain't gonna make weight. This man got 10 pounds to lose, and he got to weigh in next week. He ain't gonna make it.
Y'all got to be fools not to know this because some of y'all are so caught up of just being fans of the fighter that, come on now, they be knowing this shit. It's not like they wake up that day and go, oh my God, I failed the test, or Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna make weight. Oh, how do I fix this? Man, they already know this shit, bro. They know this shit. They know this shit. If these are the guys that y'all keep sticking up for, though, y'all vouch for them. Everybody makes mistakes, free. Well, shit, how many times do you keep making the same damn mistake? You got a whole camp that does that shit, and you got 3 or 4 fighters. What's the excuse when 3 or 4 fighters in the same team is coming up dirty? Everybody makes mistakes. You guys act like you never made a mistake. I made plenty of damn mistakes, but I ain't never put nothing in my system that ain't never supposed to be in the bitch. The only thing that I ever put in my system that shouldn't have been in there was probably marijuana. And the marijuana ain't never did shit to me. And maybe smoking cigarettes. Other than that, I ain't never put no shit in my system where I knew, oh, if I take this test, I'm gonna fail it. The most was me smoking weed and knowing that, oh, you got a drug test coming up, dummy. Oh, so you know you done failed that. Yeah. But that's different. Y'all taking shit that possibly where when you get in that ring, one punch can kill a man.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in the sports, high school and everything, and that's why BBO was like, y'all ain't never take computer raw. I was like, hell no, I ain't never take no goddamn computer raw. I didn't even know what the hell.
BC said I'm guilty.
I never even knew what computer raw was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I never even knew what computer raw was until Canelo popped dirty for it. That was the first time I ever heard it. I didn't know what that was.
I never heard of it. So yeah, that's why when people would bring that up,
people be looking at me, they were like, "Hold up, you play sports? You never heard?" Dog, I don't get involved with illegal substance.
I play sports
when it comes to stuff like that.
I ain't never heard of that shit. I played basketball. I did a little bit of baseball. I ain't never heard of none of that shit. But if we ain't never heard of it, you can't hold that against us because we not in that department. Only people that have heard of shit is either somebody brought it up to them or they was involved in it. But if you ain't involved in it and nobody brought it up to you, how you gonna know about it? You don't know about it.
Yeah, I never knew nothing about nothing. Like when I was coming up, the only steroids that I knew about was the steroids that you had to use a needle. And I knew damn well I wasn't putting no needle in my arm.
Shit.
That's too much like doing heroin.
That's the only one I knew about. You've heard football players speak about it. I heard a lot of professional wrestlers speak about it, especially them. Oh my God.
Bodybuilders, wrestlers, football players. There was a lot of guys back when I was coming up that was doing steroids, but I never knew about like PEDs wasn't big like that. PEDs wasn't big like that. PEDs didn't become big until they started in the Olympics. And back when I was playing football, the only thing I ever heard that they said you can't take, I think it was creatine or something like that. They were like, don't take no creatine, dog. You don't want to take that. I believe that's what it was. I believe it was creatine. They were like, don't take that. But that's the only thing I ever heard of. But I didn't know nothing about no PEDs. I definitely ain't know about no damn computer raw. Like, it's like people like, oh, y'all got to remember, I graduated high school in '94. A lot of this stuff wasn't out there. A lot of this stuff wasn't out.
Yeah, they started.
I might look young, but I'm 50 years old now. That stuff wasn't out when I was playing sports.
That shit started. Yeah, man, and like I said, man, it's fucked up because it seems like nobody cares, and when something happens again, people are still not gonna care. It's fucked up, man. That's why I talk to a lot of amateur fighters and I go, yo, you plan on going pro? You'll be amazed how a lot of them saying nope. And I go, why? I don't trust the business of boxing. I don't trust a lot of things about the business of boxing. It's enough to go what I go through as an amateur, but the business of boxing, I just don't trust it. People around me, you know, everything that I see go on, I don't trust it. These are guys I talk to, and they go, nah, this will be my last year as an amateur. After this, I'm going to just go find me a regular 9-to-5 job and shit. And I'm like, you know, hey, you know, in some ways it scares people off.
Like when they was talking about how Deontay Wilder was sitting there saying that Mark Brennan had spiked his water. I was like, well, first of all, Deontay Wilder never said that Mark Brennan spiked his water. That it was a question that was asked to Mark Brennan. I act like that's unusual. They're like, man, nobody spiked his water. Y'all like that was the first time y'all ever heard about a boxer saying their water was spiked or somebody spiked their water.
No,
I said,
we can go back to the 80s. We can go back to the 80s and somebody had damn, which fighter was that? When it was like they took a sip and they felt funny after a while. I forgot. But this, remember, you gotta remember, we're dealing with motherfuckers who wasn't watching boxing then. Because if they think that
I'm
was
like, oh, this stuff always been around.
The cheating. And I don't mean on the scorecard. I mean the cheating been going on in boxing.
Yeah, they've been spiking people's drinks and slipping guys stuff all the time. Remember that fight that Muhammad Ali had where he said they had put some dust or something in his eye. He couldn't see. He was blind for like a round.
Yeah, when he fought Sonny Liston.
Yeah, Sonny Liston. He said he was blind for like a round. He couldn't see. It was blurry.
Yeah.
So this stuff always been going on.
They put the shit on the gloves and then it's like almost putting cologne on. Rub the shit against each other, then let me put my shit up in his face like this. If I get it in his eyes, then he can't see. Yeah, man, that shit is foul, man. But once again, these are dudes that don't watch boxing. Or they wasn't watching that time. Or they don't do their homework. Because some of the stuff that y'all complain about, or not complain about, but some of the shit y'all don't know about has been going on. Y'all act like it's the first time. Cheating was going on in boxing way before any of us had a love for boxing.
What's going on, beautiful? What's going on, babe?
Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. Oh yeah, there's something about
my main man. 12:15.
Yo, man, but yeah, it's been going on. I don't know nothing about these are my bad. Last night I was 10 a.m. today. I got you. I'm sitting my ass back relaxing today. I'll be off just in time, babe. Trust me, because while I'm watching Juve, I have some phone calls to make. So I got you.
My nigga BC, aka 12:15, aka Midnight Blue, aka Darknesses.
Hey, BC, do me a favor. At the cookout, BC, do me a favor this year at the cookout, BC. Wear your white t-shirt, please.
AKA oil spill, AKA better not get caught in midnight.
Oh, self-care. Listen, I know, babe.
Shadow Man.
I'm trying to get around what I'm saying, but Free's messing my head up right now. Because he done called this man every dark name it is, and he making me forget about what the hell it is I want to say. I ain't got time for Free and his shenanigans today.
AKA burnt leather belt.
Oh, come on, Free. Yo, Free, come on, man. God damn, let him live. Come on, Debo, stall him out. Yeah, come on, Debo, stall him out. God damn. Sheesh.
AKA burn out in the middle of the street.
Hey, babe, this man do this shit for the last 4 or 5 years to BC, man. I be telling him, stall him out. Damn, man, it ain't fake.
No, BC would tell you if I don't say something to him, like darknesses or say something about his skin color, he'll think something is wrong with me. He'll hit me up. He'll be like, "Free, you straight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good."
We all got so used to insulting each other in a funny way that if we don't do it, it's like maybe I'm not in the mood today. Something's wrong, and we have to ask if something's wrong. That's when you know something's wrong. When that happens with somebody. So, but yeah, so this opponent, are you familiar with this opponent that Shu has?
I forgot who he fighting, to be honest with you.
A guy named Carlos. Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, Carlos Castro. Carlos Castro. That's the guy.
Castro.
That's the guy that That's the guy that Cool Boy fought when he came back after the Monster Innerweight knockout.
Oh shit.
That was cool. That was Cool Boy. That was Cool Boy first fight back.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now I remember. Okay, I remember because I remember watching that. All right. The name didn't ring a bell. Okay. All right. Okay,
Yeah, I know. He got a little bit of power or whatever. He sat Cool Boy down, but then Cool Boy went in there, commenced to whooping his ass by outboxing him. But
yeah.
I think Shu should be able to win this fight easy. Because Shu can take a punch, and Shu don't really leave himself open like that to get hit with a clean shot. But he can take a punch. So I think Shu should win this fight easy.
Yeah.
I will be surprised if Shu struggles in this fight. I'll be surprised if he struggles in this fight.
Sometimes depends on what they're doing in there. I won't mind seeing that. I just like to see how he can overcome it, because when these fighters get all these wins, right, and no matter how they get the wins, the question always becomes, right, Free, who is that guy? Or Shu's supposed to beat them? And it's like you can never say who somebody's supposed to be, because you never know what can happen in there if you don't play your cards right. I like to see fighters be able to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? You looking at it, you like, yo, it's gonna be a long night for this guy, and then you see them get past the test, and it's like, all right, he's better than we thought. My question is asking you now, Free, as I ask Seafood, if he's victorious next Saturday night, we're still in the beginning of 2026. And, we used to seeing Shu at least get it in 2 times a year, maybe a little more than that if I'm not overdoing it. What would you like to see happen with Shu this year after next Saturday?
He get past Castro, I say by late summer, early fall, I'm expecting to see Shu try to unify with Rafael Espinoza.
Question: Does Rafael want that? Does Rafael want that? Does he? Does he seem interesting? Because I thought they were supposed to have. Was it talks about them getting it in before, or was that just talks?
It wasn't no talk about them getting in before. It wasn't no talk about Rafael Espinoza.
Their names were mentioned.
Shu just said. People said they wanted to see Shu fight Rafael Espinoza, but no, it wasn't no talk for between the fighters, because they both were Bob Erm. It wasn't no talk between the fighters. Shu said he's open to fighting Rafael Espinoza. I know Shu wanted to fight he wanted to fight Cool Boy, but Cool Boy ended up getting out of the weight class, and Nick Ball didn't want no parts of Shu, so he was left to he was left for Angelino and Rafael Espinoza. Just so happens they end up stripping Cool Boy because he moved up to 30, and Shu was the interim title holder for the WBC. So they said, we're just gonna go ahead and let him fight for the vacant belt.
What's up, Chambros? Is Shushu one of those guys like some of these other guys we know in the division where not too many people are calling them out?
Yeah, I mean at 126, I mean Shushu is the only one that's calling anybody out. There's nobody really at that weight class that's calling out the next guy or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those guys outside of Nick Ball don't really speak English very well, so we won't know if they're calling them out or not unless somebody translated.
Come on, friend.
I'm just being honest. Most of those guys don't speak. They don't speak English.
I didn't think about that. Yo, not that this matters, but I'm just bringing it up because I heard him say something about him. Did Raymond Ford move up?
Yeah, he at 130.
Okay, well. Okay.
Raymond Ford is at 130. He moved up after he lost to Nick Ball. He moved up.
Thomas, TD Sports Talk. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man, TD Sports Talk. Please.
What's up, little big pun?
This motherfucker. Go subscribe to BBO Sports. Go subscribe to everybody. Ignore Mr. D Free, please.
My man Thomas looking. Brother. My man Thomas looking like daggone heavyweight John B.
Yo, you're not gonna do that. Listen, you're not gonna do that, Free. What is the matter with you?
Oh, G5 Gay, Mr. Washboard himself. What it do?
Yo, that's crazy.
Mr. More Than Meets the Eye. Keep your shirt down.
She said, I thought he was Justin. I don't know what he is, man. Yo, I think I.
He is Justin Timberlake. He Justin Timberlake. He John B. If you catch him on a early Sunday morning, right before he goes to church, he's Ricky Martin. It all depends on when you catch him. He Mark Anthony on some days.
That's crazy.
He's Mark Anthony on some days. It all depends on when you catch Rick. I mean, when you catch Thomas.
That's crazy work.
Thomas is a man with many hats.
Yo, that's crazy work, yo. Crazy work. 5. I had to get Thomas back because that nigga said on my birthday that I was turning 73 years old. I had to get his ass back. Oh shit, he said 73. Damn, not 73.
I mean, I'm not mad because I look damn good for 73. If I was turning 73, but I like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get the roast out. Go ahead.
Here this dude go, man. I sent you the link, G5. If you got time, my good dude. Yeah, he said Nick Ball didn't want none of that. I probably wouldn't want none of that either from Shushu. Shit.
Yeah, Nick Ball don't want no parts of Shushu. People like, oh, Nick Ball, he did that because they saw what he did to Raymond Ford. But truthfully speaking, I don't think Raymond Ford want anything to do with Shushu. Now Raymond Ford can fight. I just don't think he can do anything with Shushu. I don't think he can do anything with Shushu, but he can fight.
Oh yeah, I just watched one of his fights the other day where he slept this dude, and I said, "Damn!" And this is even before he grew his hair. I think this was in the beginning. I said, "Damn." There's certain fighters that they good on letting you know I don't want a problem, because it's cool to talk a certain way in an interview, but when it's time to go, oh, we gonna make it happen. It's like I always say, these guys do a great job fighting on the internet, but when it's time to sign on the dotted line, you know where to be found. It happens.
Yeah.
You know where to be found. Oh, tell your people to call my people. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
I tell people all the time, these fighters fought in the amateurs together. Some of these guys might have fought against each other. Some of them might have seen them fight. But they know who the real dogs is. They know who the real dogs are. These guys, especially if you made it to the Olympic team or you was a finalist for the Olympic team, guys know who guys are. Like people, there's a reason why nobody's calling out Antoine. Niggas know who Antoine is. It ain't like he just popped on the scene and niggas like, man, don't nobody know who he is. Niggas know who Antoine is. They know who these fighters are.
If you, I'm just gonna be real. Like I said, there's a lot of names that are mentioned, and then there's a lot of names that's not mentioned. That brother's name is never mentioned. Saying that man's name will probably be like saying Candyman. And if his name does come up in the interview, when you start giving guys a list of names in the division to fight, they go, yep. What about such and such? Yep. What about yep? What about yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, that would be a good one. Whoa, well, why are you changing your energy? Oh, as soon as you say that name, the energy change. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I'm like, oh shit, he got these dudes under pressure.
And don't think I don't see you Spice Girls in the daggone chat. I'm just not speaking on it, but I see the Spice Girls in the chat.
Spice Girls?
Yeah. Beautiful and vain. I see the Spice Girls.
He called them the Spice Girls. Yo, you stupid, man. Stupid, man. You have a very serious problem, Free. You got a serious problem, my guy.
I mean, we got cinnamon and spicy in the damn chat.
Who the hell is cinnamon?
Cinnamon is beautiful and spicy is vain.
Beautiful. When did you become a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? That's crazy, man.
Huh?
I'm asking Beautiful, when did she become a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I don't know, but she better be able to know how to weave and bob.
Oh man. But no, despite all that, I think Shu's gonna go on and have a great year. I think next Saturday he's gonna put on an outstanding performance because it's not just about being in the Garden. It's about being in the big house. You know, we have watched him put asses in seats in the theater, and now to be in the big house with 20,000. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy. And Brooklyn's gonna come out. Jersey's gonna come out. The East Coast is gonna be out. A lot of people will probably be coming in from out of town, different places. It's gonna be amazing.
Ray gonna put up. She's gonna say, yeah. I'm spicy. She gonna put up a jalapeno pepper. You about as spicy as the red hot chili peppers.
Lord have mercy. She's spicy.
And I ain't talking about the actual chili peppers. I'm talking about the damn rock group. You about as spicy as them.
Hey, Bay, knock it off. Knock it off, Bay.
You put. Hey, matter of fact, you know what? I got it. Vay and Beautiful. Their new group name is Red Hots. You got cinnamon and you got spicy. You put them together, you got a box of Red Hots. That's their new group, Red Hots.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Red Hots. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, There's gonna be some red hot shit going on next Saturday night, boy. I tell you that. There's gonna be some bodies hitting the floor. When they said let the bodies hit the floor, that's what's gonna happen next week. Some bodies are gonna be hitting the floor. Bah! I got you yesterday. Shit for you. Oh yeah, she was getting on you about your phone.
Yeah, I know. I'm not tripping. Y'all keep talking about my phone. I keep telling y'all I'm moving around. It would be one thing if I was sitting in one place.
I didn't notice it till yesterday. I said, oh damn, she getting on free about that phone. She bombing on my man. Let my man live. Come on, Debo, stall him out.
I'm not even worried about my phone getting on her nerves because that goddamn be getting on my nerves all the goddamn time. Baby, killing me when she be doing that. She'll sit there and say a whole
Hey, that's that shit she said. If you ever piss her off and you see her face to face, and you calling her shit, she be like, all right. You done yet? You mad? You mad? They seem like the type of person, you mad? Okay. I'll talk to you when you calm down.
The bed is blocking the Bluetooth. Hey,
oh, shit.
I remember my beard blocked the Bluetooth. Then to let something else block the Bluetooth.
Oh damn!
If you get my drift.
Oh damn! Free nothing on. Hell nah. Boy, you messy as hell, man. Boy, you messy. That is some messy shit you just said.
Soon as G5 Game get up here, niggas gonna have to get some paper towels and napkins, and we wiping off the telephone and every kind of.
Mr. Telephone, man.
Like goddamn, my damn phone is a little wet. If you stop touching them with them wet ass hands, it wouldn't be wet.
Yo, y'all stupid, man. I don't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. Hey, Bruce, if you watching this, ignore this part of the show, Bruce, if you watching this, man. Ignore this. This is my brother D Free. He's a little off, Bruce. Ignore this.
They know who I am.
Ignore this. I love him, but Bruce, he ain't got it all. So please, ignore this part of the show. Jesus Christ. My man Free be out of pocket. But that's him. So yeah, like I said, next Saturday, it goes down. I'm gonna be back to talk about the Keyshawn and Jermaine Ortiz. I'm probably gonna come back with that one early, y'all. It ain't gonna be no 6:05. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that hella early. Like when I mean early, I'm gonna do it hella early. On some probably like 3 o'clock type shit. Just to go ahead and get it over with. My bad. I had to step away. I'm at work. You always at work, Thomas.
Oh, so he didn't hear none of the stuff that I said then.
Nah, he didn't because he had to say I could tell.
Rewind. What's going on, little pun? Little AKA Ricky Martin, AKA Heavyweight John B, AKA Justin Timberlake before he got on Slim Fast, AKA
Smash that like button, smash that like button, y'all. Please, y'all smash the like button because I don't got time for freeing his shit today. Smash the like button, y'all. Yeah. Please smash the like button. And please, God, forgive him. Viewers, forgive him. Bruce, forgive him. YouTube, please forgive him. Dude, man. Damn it, boy.
Y'all should have known what was coming. I gave y'all a warning. I said rewind.
This is what y'all got to deal with at the cookout. This is the nonsense. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work.
No, what's good, Thomas? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Keyshawn when we come back. I'm gonna come back.
Thomas, all my picks was correct. Every last one of my picks was correct for the playoffs.
Who you pick?
I picked the Rams. I picked Seattle. I picked New England, and I picked Rams, Seattle, New England, and what the fuck was the last team? Rams, Seattle, New England. Oh, and Denver. Rams, Seattle, New England, and Denver.
Oh, that's good. Everything worked out. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to everybody coming in. Sorry. We was doing like we gotta get some laughing, y'all. We can't always be serious up here. I know at times we do, but we still getting into what we need to get into. But like I said, I think it's gonna be a great year for sure. I'm looking forward after next week to see what happens.
Yep. I'm telling you, I already know Shushu gonna call out Rafael Espinoza. He gonna once he finished with the fight, he gonna call out Rafael Espinoza.
I hope he don't duck. Don't duck.
That nigga can't duck. He too goddamn tall.
G5, what up, my brother, my Dallas brother? Yeah,
Rafael Espinoza ducking is like Sebastian Findora trying to duck. It's not gonna happen.
Oh Lord, he too tall for that.
Yo, what's poppin' though?
My man,
what's going on, my sport?
Boy, I was drinking coffee, just about to get myself situated. Nigga, as soon as you said that, man, I ain't even spit it. I just put the coffee down and walked away from that shit. I'm like, man, I'm not taking another sip. I don't know what the hell this nigga gonna say again. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I enjoy my coffee in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I said, this nigga free. You're not safe. Nobody's safe dealing with this dude. Not even me.
Hey,
because we gonna roast each other.
Hey, Vay, you better make sure you got a whole box of napkins beside you.
Oh my god, this nigga stupid.
Yo, here we go.
What is it? These free ain't shit.
I swear, yeah. Trying to tell you, ain't nobody safe with dude around, man.
No, I'm telling y'all, this nigga ain't right. Told y'all. You like this in real life. Some of y'all gonna find out. Just wait till August. Y'all gonna be like, man, this nigga free play too much. We told y'all. This nigga is Captain Insano. Yeah. What's going on, everybody in the chat? What's popping?
Gay. Now we just talking this boxing, you know. We got our man Carrington next week.
Man, they don't want no smoke, bro. They don't. They. Man, that's been one of my guys for about three or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Ever since we got in contact with his manager and they were telling us to hit him up for the interview. That was before he even got big. You know what I'm saying? So his management team, like, hey, y'all need an interview. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Hit my line. If we available, we'll set it up. So like that's how far we go back with Shushu before he became champ and all that shit. So he one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? Young fighters. Outside of him, Tiger Johnson, Emilio, Vargas, Abdullah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
hey,
golly.
Did y'all realize something?
What?
This man, Abdullah Mason went from being a prospect to being a champion to being the man at 135. Right now, Abdullah Mason is the man to beat at 135. You got Shakur is gone from the division. Tank Davis got his legal issues going on, so he's gone from the division. Abdullah Mason is the man because we got Andy Cruz and Raymond Muratalla about to fight, but Raymond Muratalla has been quiet for a while. He's been quiet. Ever since the Tevin Farmer fight, he's been quiet. So right now, Abdullah Mason is the guy to beat.
Well, I've been knew that way before old boy got into his situation. I've been knew that. I've been knew that before he had the fight with Lamont. Because I was saying, number one, something's going to happen to him where he's going to get in the situation he's in, or he's going to ask, who's Abdullah and what has he done and what do I get out of fighting him? So I already knew either way, Abdullah was going to be that dude. It's crazy how he's doing it such at a young age, though. Abdullah's what, 21?
Yep, 21.
That's crazy. Nasty work. So I'm not. It's really not no surprise. It's really not no surprise to me. It's really not no surprise to me.
When did that whole situation happen with Keyshawn when he jumped the dude in the backstage? What was the fight? The day of that fight was Abdullah Mason's 21st birthday. That was his 21st birthday, the day of that fight.
So he'll be 20. He'll be 22 this June. Okay.
Yep. Whatever day that was, that all that stuff happened. That fight, that Abdullah Mason had turned 21 on that day.
What made it bad? What made it bad is that it would have been cool if it was somewhere else. But your man ended up being the main event in somebody else's hometown. He ended up being the main focus, though. It was crazy, though. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Shit happens. I'm proud of Abdullah, though, man. And for him to be doing it so young, man, let me tell you, man, damn it. It's going to be an interesting year, man. It's going to be an interesting year with him, with Bruce, because, you know, Bruce is still young. It's gonna be an amazing year with all these, you know, a lot of these guys, man. I'm just sitting back and seeing how all this shit play out. But like Chifu was saying earlier, a lot of the fighters he said he liked, he doesn't just say that because he knows them personally. It's because of their personality, them staying humble. A lot of fighters, they get to a certain point in their career and all that humble shit goes out the window, and then you like, wait a minute, I remember you when you didn't have anything. For some people, that don't mean anything to them, but it means a lot. You know what I mean? It's important to stay humble and never to get where you come from. And that's why I keep the same energy, because I'm like, when I get to where I need to be, I'm still going to be the same person. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to be the guy that's be like, yo, I still got to come up here and talk to Free and everybody, you know. I ain't got time to talk to them. Like, no, you can't do any of that. I mean, granted, you get busy and you're doing things, you're going to get busy and you got to do things, but just don't forget the people who were there to support you. That's something that I always believed in. But yeah, shout out to Abdullah, man. I'm shout outs to him, man. I'm waiting for something else to happen with him so I can bring my ass right back up here and talk about it.
Hey,
I know he's gonna be
this. You know what? I just figured it out. This is the year of the young guys, the guys that came into the sport about the same time as Abdullah Mason, Xander Zayas, and all those guys. Because Xander Zayas wins this fight on the 31st. He is now the unified champion in the division. The only guy that's unified in the division. He's the guy to beat. He's going to be the guy to beat.
Yeah, it's the year of the youngins. That's why it's going to be time for some of you older ones to make a decision. Make a decision. Because how the world works is, once upon a time, you were that young guy chasing the old lion, and then now you are the old lion, and then that young lion is coming after you. Make a decision. Because that's what it all boils down to.
Abdullah Mason taking over 35. You got Shushu about to get his title and try to make some some unification fights. You got Xander Zayas. I believe he will become the unified champion at 54. Jaleel Hatchett is at 60, and he's about to make some leeway in 60. I believe he just signed over to Z for Boxing.
Yo, I love Bernard, man. I love Bernard. He had me laughing last night. Anytime I hear him, I'm like, yo, I gotta listen. Just because I know he on there, hey, shout outs to him, man. That dude be having me in the house laughing.
Yeah, it was some dude that was in the chat. He was like, man, y'all up here. He act like he know who Jaleel. We're like,
oh yeah,
that's Jaleel's father.
Is that his real father? I'm like, what?
Like, that's his father. What are you talking about? You obviously haven't been watching us long enough.
No,
because I seen him in the chat. I seen him in the chat before. This is not the first time that he's been there, but he hasn't been watching us long enough.
Just because you've been there before, that don't mean you know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, shut up.
I'm like, that's his father. He's here. He here with us every night. Bernard Hatchett is on the line with us every night.
That's why I hate when these people come on YouTube and they think because they've been to your channel 2 or 3 times, they know what's going on. I'm here every night. No, you obviously ain't here every night because you want to ask that dumbass question, stupid. So obviously you're not here every night. If you can't tell me that you come to my channel every day when I go live, but if I have somebody's father, so if I have Shushu's father up here and he's talking and somebody idiot goes where he act like he's Shushu's father. He knows Shushu. He knows Shushu. Is that Shushu real father? What do you think, stupid?
That's like when I forgot what chat I was in, but we were sitting there talking about Antoine and Mr. Gary Russell, and I was like, nah, these guys is taking a break because their father had passed away, and then their brother Batman passed away, and they had a younger brother earlier that year passed away. So I like they taking a break. They was like, man, this nigga act like he know what the hell he's talking about. They was like, that's his family. What are you talking about? That's his family. They were like, oh, I didn't know he knew the Russells like that. They were like, yeah, that's his family.
Keep him. My thing is, it's nothing wrong with not knowing. But at the same time, ask. And then, oh, I didn't know. All right, that's why you ask. I hate these dudes that come on there doing that, man. And I know hate's a strong word, but I just hate it. It irritates me. You don't know nothing, sit in the chat and shut up. Be quiet and learn. If you watch, then you'll know. But that's another story for these dudes. But yeah, I think this year, like you said, it's the year of the young dudes. Which, you older guys gotta eventually make a decision. Yes, look, listen, and learn.
All the young guys are stepping up to the plate. All the young guys are stepping up to the plate. While the old guys are trying to get.
The guy who just fought on DAZN last week, this young 19-year-old kid, he was a white kid. And even though he's 6-0, kid can fight. Got a few things he need to work on.
I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. He was like, I think he was the opener. I think he was the opener for the fight.
Yes, but I watched him, right? And even though he's 6-0, I watched him.
Somewhat long type. He got long type of hair.
Yeah. His name is last name Griffin.
Yeah. I know
exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, this kid, 19 years old. I'm like, even though he got 6 fights in this, okay. But I'm like, old boy got some things to work on. But I said, boy, for him to beat shit is crazy. It's the year. This is the year of the youngins. Let me tell you something, Free.
Yeah.
If I'm 43 right now, and let's say if I'm still fighting, which I probably wouldn't have, at some point I'm getting the hell out of there. You know why? Because you ain't finna throw me in there with one of these youngins. You ain't about to do it. You just not about. It ain't about being afraid. He ain't about to get his name off me. No, sir. I'm out.
No, I mean, at some point you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just look at the money aspect, and they were like, "Oh, well, this is a big payday." It's not always about the money. It's about, at the end of this fight, how would I be spending that money? Would I be spending that on doctor's bills, or would I be spending that on vacation?
He said doctor's.
No, I'm being serious.
I never looked at it like that. Yeah, I never looked at it like that.
Because these guys only got health care. They only have health care when there's a fight going on. If they got a fight coming up, they got health care. But if there's no fight coming up, they don't have no health care. All of those doctor visits and all that is coming right out of their pocket.
Yeah.
So how you if I get in this fight with a 23-year-old upcoming star, he's a contender, and he's making his way up the rankings, and I'm making my way out of the sport of boxing, and they say, hey, we're gonna give you one last payday to fight such and such. He's a young upcoming star or whatever. We want to see if he still got what it takes. You want to take this fight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the situation and be like, hold up. Do I still have enough to be able to deal with this young guy, or am I literally on my way out? It's not all about the money.
I look at, and I think about a lot of fights like that. Not even just today. I think about the Larry Holmes and Mike Tyson.
The Larry Holmes and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I think about the Sugar Ray Leonard and Hector Camacho. I think about that.
Yeah.
I think about
Sugar
Joe
Ray Leonard,
Smith.
Hector Camacho, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah,
Sugar
I
Ray
think
Leonard,
about
Terry Norris.
I think about Joe Smith Jr. versus Bernard Hopkins, and just seeing how that ended, I was like, oh, damn it, B-Hop. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take in consideration of what you asking these older fighters to do versus these younger guys. Like these younger guys, I mean these old guys, yeah, they
let me ask
they've been in the sport of boxing, they veterans.
Let me ask you something. You're probably gonna say nope, that ain't nothing to do with it. But I just want to ask you, do you think in your mind that's what might have kept Crawford and Spence from wanting to fight Jerron? Just asking a question, not assuming anything.
I don't think it was the age aspect. I think it was more so of the risk aspect. I don't think it was the age, because at that time Earl Spence was like 32, 31, 32 when Jerron really started making some noise and saying that he want to fight Earl and Bud. I think Earl was like 31, 32.
That's what
it could have been that for
not
Bud.
The age, but the risk. Yeah, the risk.
It could have been Bud is the older guy. Bud was like 35, 36. So it could have been that for Bud, but for Earl, I think it was more so the risk. I'm this close to getting undisputed. I'm not gonna sit here and fight this young guy. I know he's good. And there is a chance that he could win. And I'm this close to be getting undisputed. I'm not gonna risk getting undisputed by fighting this young guy. Let me get undisputed, and then once I get past this, then I'll go ahead and fight him.
And that's what separates the boxers from the fans, because some of the fans don't understand that. Only thing they understand is, I want to see him fight him. I want to see him get his ass whipped. But let's just be honest. If those fights would have happened, and let's just say if both of them would have beat Boots, we know how this would have went. Or if Boots would have beat both of them, we know what the story was going to be.
I just, like I said, I just looked at it. I mean, I look at it in a different aspect than other people. Now, once the fight was over and Jerron was the mandatory, and Bud said he wanted to fight Earl at 47, and Earl was like, "Well, I'm going to 54. I'm not fighting at 47. I'm going to 54." Once Earl said, "I'm going to 54. I'm not fighting at 47." Bud should have said, "Okay, well, I'm going to 54 too. I'm not fighting nobody else at 47. I was only staying here to fight Earl at 47 so he can get the shot back at the undisputed titles. But since he said he's going to 54, I'm going to 54." That wasn't his response. His response wasn't he going to 54 and he's not fighting anybody else. He just said, "Okay," and left it like that. And Jerron was the mandatory. So they were like, "Well, you got to fight Jerron. You're not fighting Earl. You got to fight Jerron." And he was like, "That's a high risk, low reward."
Yeah.
So you can't say that the dude don't want to fight you when he was a mandatory to fight you. And you said it was a high risk, low reward.
Do these guys realize what they say, what they saying? Because they'll say one thing in one interview and the next thing you get caught. This is why it's always important to keep receipts. Like Dante Boxing Nation says, the worst kind of weapon is a camera and a microphone, because some things that these guys say, it's like shit. It's crazy. Now you got to backtrack. But yeah, you have to know when to. You just got to know when to leave. Like I said, it ain't no way. If I'm like, let's just say this, I got into boxing late. If I'm 43 years old right now, and let's just say if I'm 25 and 0, let's just say, right? People can say, "Oh, 25 of your opponents have been bums. You came into boxing late. They favoritism. You had favoritism. All 25 of the guys you fought with were trash." Cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm 43 right now. I'm walking away. I don't give a shit what you say about my choice of opponents. If I'm 43 years old and I'm 25 and 0, no matter when I walked into boxing, I'm out of here. Say what you
mean, at the end of the day, to be honest with you, unless you a diehard boxing fan, most people don't talk about the fighters from yesteryear. They talk about the fighters that's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So unless you're a diehard boxing fan, most of them people don't care about what the fighters of yesteryear did.
No, they don't.
They're talking about what's going on right now.
Facts. That's a whole fact. And you know, we always talk about it. That's why we always try to have Throwback Thursdays to enlighten people, because half of the time people don't know who they watching. You know, yesterday is old people were, yeah, it is, but you know, it's but yeah, these guys got to know when to sit down. So now you got these guys like Abdullah, guys like Shushu and Xander. And they're gonna get younger and younger. And there's a lot of other what's the dude that's over there with Floyd and them?
You talking about Moulton, but he's not with Floyd anymore. He's with Manny Pacquiao.
Holy shit! Nobody survived. You know what?
He left Floyd. He with Manny.
Is that a goddamn curse over there?
Huh?
It's got to be a curse. Is that a goddamn curse over there with that promotion? Jesus Christ! Everybody get up out of there. Jesus.
And the only person that's still there that I believe is still there is Dagon Rolly. I think Rolly is the only one that's still there. I think everybody else is gone.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. Jesus Christ. Yo. At 40, right? I just want to ask this. What do you think a Rolly Romero in an Africa fight looks like?
At 40?
He is at 40 or is he at 47? Rolly's at 47, right? Take that back.
Rolly's at 40. Rolly's at 47.
Take that back. Take that back. I keep forgetting. Take that back. Take that back.
Now, if Africa go to 47, I think Africa got enough to outbox Rolly. I
Yeah.
think he has enough to outbox Rolly. But who knows? I mean, nobody saw that Rolly was going to outbox Ryan. They thought Rolly was
Hell
going to win
no.
that fight. They thought Rolly was going to win that fight by knockout if he
Man,
won that fight.
I was down in Times Square. Like, who want to bet? Who want to bet that, man, Rolly finna get put out of his misery? Well, God damn it, I'm glad I didn't, boy, because that would have been embarrassing. Because I know they was trying to build the whole rematch with him and Devin, and I'm like, okay, it's going to happen. And then when that shit happened, I was sitting there like, oh, this is why I say in boxing, you never know what'll happen. That was a prime example of you just never know what'll happen. But yeah, this is the year for the youngins, man. So, you know, some of the older heads, I'm just saying, pick and choose wisely. If you at 36, 37, 38 years old, ask yourself a question. How much longer do you want to do this? Ride out in the sunset like Bud just did. He just had his retirement party. Go enjoy your life. Go have a retirement party. Do like Danny Garcia. Go open up a business. He has barbershops. He has so many different things that he's doing. He's a promoter. Shit. Go open up your own business. You have nothing else to prove. Nothing else. You know what I mean? And the guys in the 80s are not as smart as they were as some of the guys we see today, and not calling them dummies, but a lot of them back then might have not thought about doing that, Free. You know what I mean? Going to open up a barbershop, going to open up some type of business. They might have not thought about that at that time. Not speaking for all of them. But I'm sure if some of them would have did, they'd be Gucci today. Because, you know, a lot of times they have these charity events. It's to support some of these guys. Because some of these guys are going through it. They're going through it. They're going through it bad. Like, damn it, it costs to take a picture with them now. It costs to take a fucking picture with them. And I'm not mad at them for that. So I don't want people to think I'm mad by the way I'm saying it. I'm just saying that's how crazy it is. So for anybody who's coming into boxing now, you guys got it a little more easy than they had it back then. But you got to be wise and you got to do right with your money. You got to do right with your money, man. Forget all this looking at guys with 5 houses and 8 chains and 10 cars. Like, you can't look at it like that. Choose wisely. And know when to get out the sport of boxing. Because if you don't know when to get out of the sport of boxing, it damn sure will get you out.
This is the reason why I was so animate about the fact that Turkey is messing up the sport by giving these guys all this money, because now these guys only want the fights that's paying them big money. They don't want the fights that the fans want to see. They only want the fights that's going to pay them big money. Whether it's a good fight or it's a bad fight, as long as they get a big paycheck, that's all they worry about.
I wonder how much money he made off that. Who you talking about, Vay? I'm starting to see that more and more now, Free, that these guys go, well, if my promoter don't give me this, Turkey's the go-to. I'll go to Turkey then.
Well, they ain't got that. They ain't got that relief anymore. If you notice, Turkey ain't giving out those big bags he was giving out last year.
Yeah. I got you, Vay. I know what you meant now. Yeah. You said Turkey ain't got what now?
I said Turkey ain't giving out those big bags anymore that he was giving out last year, the year before, and before that. He ain't giving out those big bags anymore. So all those guys that's talking about, oh, what Turkey can do it. Actually, no, he can't. He ain't doing it. They got Zuffa boxing, and that's what he's focused on.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, a lot of guys got spoiled. You know what I mean? A lot of guys got that one. If they was on one Turkey card, They might have got that one big bag, and now they done disappeared. And now we like, well, we ain't seen such and such since such and such. Where is he at? Well, let me tell you something. If you end up getting 10, 15 million, or maybe a little more than that, and you ain't never made that shit on a regular, you might disappear too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at a guy like Ugas, at a guy like what's my guy name? Damn, I can't think of his name right now. But Ugas, when Ugas got paid by Earl Spence,
Yeah.
Ugas said, "Hold up, I got paid. I took a hella five beating.
Damn sure did. Got his ass whipped.
Ugas walked away with somewhere around between $4 to $10 million. I'm not sure exactly what the number was, but it's somewhere between $4 to $10 million.
Yeah.
But he took a hella five beating for that. Y'all gotta remember that man eye was closed for 72 hours, and it was pus oozing out of his eye.
Yeah.
They thought he might not ever be able to see again.
He shut that man shit.
And this is what I'm talking about when you look at the money aspect, and you say, oh, let me take this fight because they offer me this amount of money. You gotta, if you're an older fighter, you gotta take in consideration of what can be the outcome of that fight. You never know when Father Time is going to show up. You never know.
And he was pissing blood for 72 hours. And for 72 hours, like he was, we was there in person, like, bro, we heard them shotgun body shot.
Y'all was there in person, bro. Y'all was there in person, so I want to ask y'all because it was better than watching on TV. What did them shots sound like when Earl was hitting his ass? Could y'all hear that?
Shotgun? Yeah, we had good seats.
That joint sound like shotguns.
Guns,
like,
I'm telling you.
We were sitting. Okay, if you ever been to Dallas Stadium for a fight,
got the floor.
You got the floor right there, and then right above the floor is the 100 to 150 section. We was right there.
Right there.
We was right above the floor.
So if we go out our section, it's floor seats. It's the people that's on the floor. That's how close he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we could literally walk through one hallway and be right downstairs.
Right there on the floor seats.
It's not like it's not like we gotta go and walk all the way around the building, come down like 4 or 5 flights of stairs to get to the floor.
Nah.
You literally walk down the hall and you right at the floor. Like G5 had a couple of boys that was with us. They was on the floor. They was yelling back up to us, "Hey man, Jamel and them getting into it." We're like, we see.
Hey, well, nothing funnier than that big pack of highlighters we seen with the spandex clothes with the different color quick weaves.
No.
Bruh, it was pink, it was green, it was blue, bruh. No. Oh man, this is wild, boy.
I'm talking about those shots was echoing into our seats. Like
what round was it where Earl hit him and y'all were just like, God damn, like it just echoed through the whole building. You were like, damn.
After the mouthpiece situation.
Right after Earl got dropped. When Earl got hit, well, he didn't get dropped. He fell into the ropes. When Earl got hit when the mouthpiece fell out and the referee said stop, and Ugas hit him one last time. After that, Earl said,
"That nigga Earl got mad." That nigga got mad.
He said, "Okay, it's on."
Bet that. He's like, nigga. He basically was like, "You know, you should have knocked me out when I didn't have my guards up, bruh." This nigga Earl started punishing this dude, bruh. Man. He's just
this is how you know Earl was mad. Earl was looking for the mouthpiece. The referee said stop, and Ugas hit him. Earl fell into the ropes. The referee picked the mouthpiece up. He was going into the corner to get him to wash it off. Earl was like, no, give it to me. Come on, let's go. Let's
Give
go.
it to me right
He was
now.
ready to
Yeah.
go. He was ready to go.
Ready
right
to
there.
go.
He was like,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And we said, oh, that nigga
So yeah,
mad.
no,
And then, bro, he started punishing him.
them joints,
I mean,
dog.
so we had some Cuban fans that was next to us, right? They was lit and cheering the whole fight. Mouthpiece situation popped out, bro. They next to us, bro. You would have thought they would just won a championship. Do you hear me, dog? Earl
Yeah,
put that
man.
mouthpiece back in, bro. All you heard was, "Yeah, go Ugas!" All you heard was,
Man, Earl said, "I'm from Dallas, man."
Oh. That's all you heard after that.
Earl said, "I'm from Dallas. Put this mouthpiece back in, man. I don't need this shit rinsed off.
And that man went to work.
I don't need this rinsed off.
Yeah,
We gonna fight. Let's go."
Mhm.
No, that joint was different. Like when Earl was hitting him to the body, you can hit a shot to the body. I was like, God damn.
It was, you know how somebody, how somebody hit that mat in the gym? It was just
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! Like, bro, you could
So
feel it.
Was it like being at a wrestling match when you hear somebody get body slammed?
Yeah. Some of them joints was boom. I was like, damn, y'all heard that body shot? I said, oh, that shit hurt. He hit him with an uppercut. It just sounded like somebody was just getting trucked in football. Like Lawrence Taylor was hit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't think that ass whipping was gonna be that bad for him because I was giving Ugas some credit, but I was like, damn it, Ugas.
Yeah, I knew once he got past round 6, I already knew. I was like, hey, look, it's gonna be some shit because now that's when Earl gonna turn on. That was the Earl before, went so bad. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bit more of his faculties and shit like that. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope to see. I'm glad I got to see prime Earl. I got to see Earl in his prime multiple times. So for me, some people didn't get to see him live in their prime, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to see him like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the great thing about having those memories.
Yeah.
Being able to see that, like, I'm glad I got to see Danny Garcia. I got to see Danny Garcia 3 times in my life. And that's something that I love it. I got to go to his last fight and shit. It's just certain memories. It's not really about what fighters you see. It's just like, yo, I got to catch this before he left.
Yeah.
To me, it's just a beautiful thing. That's why I tell brothers, I go, man, take advantage. Because once these guys leave, that's it. Take advantage of it.
It's over with. Yeah, and I got to see him fight Danny, which was dope. So I got to see Danny fight too. You know what I'm saying?
Like if I could have got to see Mike Tyson, if I could have got to see, and I'm not even talking about the end of his career. If I got to see him when he was on fire, and I'd have been old enough to remember that shit, man, I would have loved it.
Right. Then being at Earl fights, we got to see other people. The fight card was cool, was good too. So we got to see some people.
Like I told you, the very first fight I've ever saw live was the Sugar Ray Leonard versus Hagler. That was the very first fight that I ever saw, and I watched that live. And I'm sitting there like, oh
wow,
this nigga Sugar Ray is whooping his ass.
Hey,
but Sugar Ray at that time I was young, so I'm looking at what Sugar Ray Leonard did at the end of the round. So I'm like, man, he whooped his ass. They was like, little boy, what you talking about? I didn't say whooped his ass, but I was like, he beat him up. They're like, little boy, what you talking about? He ain't beating him up. He did throw a little flurry at the end of the round. I said, well, that's all I remember. And apparently that's all the judges remember.
Yep.
But it's the memories.
That's all the judges remember.
It's the memories that we take with us. And that's why I love doing what I do, man. Because it's just all about memories, man. It doesn't even matter who gets their ass whipped in the fight. It's that at some point, these guys, going back to what we said earlier, these guys it's gonna come a day where they're gonna have to walk away.
Yeah.
because if they don't, it's going to end up bad. Like you said, we seen what happened to Larry Holmes. You know what I'm saying? When he got in there with Mike Tyson, like, we don't want shit to happen. We seen what happened with Larry Holmes and Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? We seen what happened with Joe Smith Jr. and freaking Bernard Hopkins. Nobody wants to see their fighter or any fighter. I don't care if you dislike him or not. I don't want to see no fighter go out like that. So you got to know when to walk away from boxing, because I'm telling you, boxing got a way of getting rid of your ass. That's why our brother Diesel, they give him such a hard time, because they were trying to age Diesel out. You know what I mean? They tried to age our man Boom out. He 45, man. Boom could have went on and been, who knows what he could have went and did after that Andre Ward. They purposely did what they did to him. They knew what the fuck they was doing, and that's foul. It's foul.
I mean, see, this is the thing. You got guys like Diesel who can't get a shot, can't get no fights, can't get a shot. But then you have guys like Derek Chisora, who has a similar record to Diesel, but he gets all the shots in the world. He gets all of the fights in the world.
Nasty.
I'm like,
nasty.
And y'all wonder why people say the UK fans are the best fans, because they're gonna get behind their fighters, regardless of how many losses, how many wins they got. They're gonna get behind them. We only want to get behind winners. If he got a couple of losses, oh man, he ain't all that good. Why?
Well,
I saw him get beat by such and such. That was one fight.
But what's so worse is the people that be a part of these fighters' team, how they ain't no good, because a guy could lose one fight. I forgot who said it. He said, Stephen Fulton said, man, I lost that fight. Well, anyway, you know how many people left? And he was like, that was just one fucking fight.
Yeah.
How do you leave somebody after that? One fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, y'all niggas, and that's why I call all of these fans that do that, I call them bandwagon. They bandwagon riders. That's all they do. All they do is get on the bandwagon of winners. If a fighter lose, they jump off that bandwagon and get on the next bandwagon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why? I was like, I mean, where would we have been at if the promoters thought the same way that these fans think? We would never have a Gary Antoine Russell as the WBA champion right now. We would have never had Manny Pacquiao become multi-time champion. We would have never had a lot of these champions ever be in the sport of boxing, because the promoters would be like, oh, well, he lost. We're not moving him no more. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. It's just foul that it's like that you could just easily just turn away like that. Like, everything's got to be winning. I got a rule. When I talk to these amateur fighters after the fight, I don't never just run to the winners. I go to the losers too, because I let them know. I'm like, yo, you still a winner, man. They go, yo, I don't get it. I lost the fight. I said, what still makes you a winner is that everybody can't get in this ring and do this. Everybody can't do this shit, right? You can't tell a 12-year-old kid, because you lost, I don't need to talk to you. I need to talk to her. They're still a winner, because you have to look at it like this. There's worse things they could be do besides boxing. You know, at 12, 13, 14, 15, it's easy for them to get into a lot of shit. So when I'm talking to them, I'm not only talking to the winners, I'm talking to the losers too. The people have lost because they still winners. But it's foul how we treat our fighters. Check it. When I went to the Dalton Smith and Matias, they whole build up and going to the press conference and all that, and I so happened just to look into the crowd, and I see the people that are there for Matias, and then I see the people for Dalton. I said, Jesus Christ, I know every hotel in Manhattan is jam-packed with these people. They come to support.
Yeah.
They come to support. And it doesn't matter if Matias lost his second fight. It don't matter. They still gonna come out to see him.
Mm-hmm.
But no, when it come to our people, man, well, G5, I don't know if he's still good anymore. 5, he lost 2 fights. He might be done. What the fuck are you talking about? So 2 fights, you're done?
Yeah, that's just how they view these days. Like you don't get only in boxing, y'all. That's crazy. Only in the sport of
That's
boxing,
crazy.
where
Hey,
you
Vay,
lose
I know
and
you going
people.
live, Vay. Just give me about 5 more minutes, Vay. I know you're gonna be
Yeah,
live. Just give me about 5
hey,
more minutes. Let me
that's the
wrap it up.
killing part
Yeah,
for me. Only in
yeah,
the sport of boxing, you can't like multiple fighters. People they have their panties in a bunch about that. If you lose, they say you done. You got
yeah.
people that lose in football religiously, and the fans show up every day,
Let me
every
tell you
Sunday,
something.
every Thursday,
The
every
damn
Monday.
Knicks,
Then every
the
sport. Hold on,
damn,
Clarence. Hold on. Let
yo,
me
go
land the
ahead.
plane, bruh. Every sport, only the sport of boxing, it only got like this because these fake ass fans and fake ass media members creating these narratives. In every sport, you make it to the championship, they don't call you bums if you lose. In boxing, you lose, oh, he a bum. He can't get it done on the big stage. Well, that was
Yeah,
his first time.
yeah.
Let the man get there again, but only in boxing. You can like the Mavericks, you can like the Lakers, you can like the Raptors, and nobody gonna have no problem with it. You like multiple teams in football, like multiple track runners. Only in the sport of boxing. Oh, if you like Tank, you can't like Shakur, you can't like Devin. Says who? Like, bro, man, I'm telling you, that's why I left the sport for a minute. That's why I stopped covering boxing. This shit was too damn estrogen filled.
Yeah.
Everybody in their feelings. Oh, it's team spin, it's team butt, it's team this.
Seen
Well, you
this.
gonna have the people that you like.
All this WWF, ECW shit. I'm like, if y'all don't sit y'all asses down, sit y'all punk asses down. And then you got these dudes that be obsessed. Obsessed.
Yeah.
Can't
That's why
stand the
that's
fighter.
why I tell these
You
Yeah.
can't stand this fighter. You can't stand this
Mm-hmm.
fighter. Everything this fighter does, whether if it's good or bad, you disagree with it, and you hate them so much, but you're online every fucking day talking about them. Man, if you don't knock it off with your moist meat asses.
That's why I tell these guys I don't have a favorite fighter, so you can't say I'm picking and choosing because I ain't got no favorite. I can give a guy credit and I can criticize the same guy. One fight I could give him credit, the very next fight I can criticize him. I ain't got no damn favorite. Y'all niggas who's your favorite fighter? Why are you worried about who my favorite fighter is? 9 times out of 10 it's probably not yours.
That's why a guy
I
asked
ain't
me
got no damn
yesterday,
favorite.
what was my favorite fighter? I said I don't have no. I had to let them know that they just asked me, and I just let them know. I said I don't have one. I just enjoy boxing, brother. I enjoy boxing
I'm gonna
because
start
at this
asking
point I'm not
next
doing
time a person asks me who's my favorite fighter, I'm about to ask them, why does it matter? Why does it
because
matter?
they feel this
We're
is what
talking
these dudes feel like, because once they see you in boxing, now they want to start picking your brain, right? They want to start picking your brain. A lot of these guys are not trying to get to really know you and be cool with you. They're trying to pick your brain because soon as you say who you like or who's your pound for pound, they got something against you. They're gonna make a fucking argument because everything now, when it comes to the sport of boxing, everything now is a damn debate. That's why I'll be like, I don't have time for that. This is what I like about boxing, and that's it. I'm not going out of my way to explain nothing to none of y'all because y'all are nobodies. Straight up.
That's what like I said, I'm gonna start asking, why does it matter? We're not talking about my favorite. Oh, well, who's your favorite? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
We're not
matter.
talking about him.
We're not talking about that.
Okay. Well, can you please just tell me? All right, fuck it. You're begging and pleading. Sugar Ray Leonard, Roy Jones. They don't even box. That's my favorite.
It doesn't matter, stupid.
That's my favorite. I just told you it didn't matter. We're not talking about my favorite.
That's how you know these dudes don't be real fans. You're only fans of today, and that's cool. Don't say I'm a boxing fan. Just say I'm a fan of today. Because when you saying boxing fan, you're talking about all boxing. Just say I'm a boxing fan of today, and I'm fine with that. I tell the dude the other day, I said, oh, my throwback Thursday, I'm thinking about talking about Oliver McCall. He said, well, who the fuck is Oliver McCall? I said, never mind.
If you don't know who Oliver McCall is, you can't talk boxing with me. You can't talk boxing.
I said, never mind.
If you don't know Oliver McCall, you can't tell me you know Lennox Lewis.
Yo,
you don't know who
you know
Oliver
the
McCall
dude
is.
said,
So how can you tell me you know who Lennox Lewis is?
he said, ain't that the dude that Riddick Bowe knocked out? Lord,
Like I said,
mercy,
if you don't know, if you don't know Oliver McCall, if you don't know Oliver McCall, you can't talk boxing with me. You can't tell me you know who Lennox Lewis is. How you gonna tell me you know who Lennox Lewis is, but you don't even know the nigga that knocked him out?
Oh my loving God. Oh my loving God. Smash the like button, y'all. Please smash the like button.
You know, I put it like this. You know who Lennox Lewis is, right? Yeah. How many losses he got? He got I think he got 3 losses. Okay, he got 3 losses. Who was the 3 losses? I don't know. You don't know, so you gotta go look it up. You don't know who the 3 losses is. Okay, go ahead and look it up. Go ahead and look it up. I'll wait. Go ahead and look it up.
Yeah.
Hasim Rahman, Oliver McCall.
McCall.
There you go, Oliver McCall. There you go. You ain't even gotta say no more. Oliver McCall. And you want to know who the hell Oliver McCall is?
And Lennox had won both of his rematches with both of them dudes. Yeah, make them feel stupid. That's exactly what we do, babe. We don't make them feel stupid. They are stupid. Because we can't make you feel something that you are already. Sorry to say. We can't make you feel like that. You're that already. It's not about being the smartest person, but we need people to stop acting like they know every damn thing, because like I said, we all can learn something from each other. It's actually supposed to be content creators learning shit from each other. Technically, because nobody's better than nobody. But because of the amount of subscribers, people just think they just smartest. Everybody knows every fucking thing. That's not how that works. But like he said, if you can't talk to me about a Terry Norris or Oliver McCall, you don't know none of them, then maybe you just stop saying that you are a boxing fan. And then you got some of y'all that do know who these fighters are, but because they're not fighting anymore and they don't bring no views to your channel, you don't want to talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to play y'all game today. I'm going to play their game today. This is going to be the first time I'm going to play this game today. Y'all want to talk about Tank Davis? Let's talk. Let's see how many views I get for this. That's what y'all want to do? Let's play that game. And then after we talk about him, we'll talk about why him and Shakur ain't fighting. Is that the game y'all want to play? Is that going to bring me views? Maybe I should change my thumbnail. Huh? And say, hopefully this man gets out of his situation and he fights Shakur. Is that what y'all want?
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you how these niggas was cooked, and they got cooked by Shakur. They got cooked by their own favorite fighter. Their own favorite. They said, "Oh, they Tank Davis and them didn't offer Shakur a one fight deal. They didn't offer a 1 fight deal." I was like, "No, they did. They did." They like, "No, they didn't." Where can you find that at? That's not what Steven Espinoza said. He said we offered a 1 fight deal, but he didn't say who it was with. Well, we know that Loma had just put out a Gervonta Davis fight, and he was trying to find another fight for Gervonta Davis for November 19th. The only person they would be trying to find a fight for would be Gervonta Davis. Oh, but he didn't say it was Gervonta Davis. Okay, he didn't say. Okay, fine. He didn't say. You want to be technical? He didn't say Gervonta Davis. And then, lo and behold, Shakur Stevenson comes out and said, I should have took the 1 fight deal with Tank Davis.
Jesus Christ.
And nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. That all went right past everybody. Like Shakur didn't even say that.
Yeah.
That shit went right past everybody.
Yeah. Well, we gonna play that game today. I mean, I'm gonna see how much views I get for this. I'm desperate for the views, y'all. I told y'all I didn't care about views. I lied. I need it. So I'm gonna play this game that everybody else is playing. We're gonna play this game, and anything that can bring me views, I'm going to do it. So let's just spend the next couple minutes entertaining the Tank situation. I mean, if that's what y'all want, or maybe should it be Boots and Virgil? Should it be that? I mean, what y'all want? What y'all want? Because all that is cool. But if you ain't keeping up with your history, all that don't mean shit. I'm going to need y'all to stop saying I'm a boxing fan and just say I'm a boxing fan of today. It's more, people will respect. You know what the problem is? People don't want to say that because they don't want to seem like they don't want to make it seem like they don't know much. But you might as well go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and say it. You'll be more accepted if you just go ahead and say, I am a fan of today. I don't know nothing about 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to get caught up with it. And I could respect that more. But I damn sure ain't finna have you on my channel.
They ain't gotta worry about saying that they ain't gotta worry about saying they don't know nothing. I'm gonna tell you, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because here was some facts for your ass. And I'm gonna give you all the facts that you need. That's why you don't see people trying to debate me anymore. You don't see people trying to debate me anymore.
First of all, a lot of times the debate doesn't even have nothing to do with boxing. A lot of times, because you can tell because they don't know what they talking about. They just want to be seen and heard. That's all. Because if y'all really was on debating, y'all be trying to go debate everybody. Y'all pick certain people to debate with that y'all think y'all could beat. The debate doesn't even be about boxing because as soon as you lose the damn debate, y'all got 100 excuses of why you lost. So that don't even matter. I'm telling you, I'm convinced that a lot of you dudes are attention seekers. Y'all just want to be able to say y'all was on somebody's channel and that's it. My man, Big Dream. Big Dream, you got clothes on or is you got clothes on, man? Big Dream. What's up, my man? I love that kid right there. That's my man right there. That's all they are. I'm very convinced that you dudes are that girl that we took at the prom. So happy that we asked you to go. That's what y'all dudes are. The dudes at the prom. It's a damn shame. It's a shame. Y'all can take it as disrespectful, take it as what you want. Because at the end of the day, as content creators, we all are being looked at alike. And there's some of us that actually do our job. There's some of us that actually care about the sport of boxing, rather than we getting paid or not for this. If the money's going to start making y'all act out of character, then that lets me know a lot about y'all. Because guess what? I don't make no money off this. Even with me being monetized, I'm still not making, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. See, I'm okay with not, if I don't get a cash app or none of that, that's cool. That's not going to stop me from how I do my job. But some of y'all, man, like I said, man, the jig is going to be up with some of you cats. The jig is going to be up with y'all. They wonder why I can't get this fighter on my show. I can't get this trainer on my show. You wonder why. Ask yourself why you can't get them. Sometimes it might not necessarily be you. It'll be the people you surrounded by.
There you go. A lot of Kelly Price out here. Tell me why.
Yo, like, what are we doing, man? Like, the jig is up with y'all, man. We talking about Shoo, and the dude will come in there and be like, yo, so what do y'all think about Tank going to jail? Did you look at the thumbnail? Did it say anything about him?
Wow.
Like, Jesus, these dudes, they be killing me. You have a whole it's like they can't follow the thumbnail. Knowing what the damn thumbnail say, see what it says, and come in here and bring up some shit that ain't got nothing to do with it. So, you think Devin Haney and Shakur ever fight? My man, do you see that in the title? And sometimes I try not to be so uptight. So a lot of times I might go out my way to answer that question and go, yeah, I don't know. But then it kind of throws me off from what I'm talking about. But I am learning to say, you know what? Sometimes just go ahead and answer them. Go ahead and answer them sometime. but there is a such thing as stick to the script, because what it is we get thrown off topic, and then it'd be a whole bunch of fucking chaos in the chat to the panel. And when people come on your channel and they see that thumbnail, they expect for you to be talking about what's on that thumbnail. So when they come in and they go, well, I thought this was about Bruce Carrington. How the hell did they get the Devin Haney? How did he get the Tank? How did he get the Boots and Virgil? How did they get the T.O.? Because you allow people to throw you off. Sometimes you got to tell people, we not on that right now. This is what we on. If you want to hear that, there's probably about 5 other channels right now that's talking about it. Take your ass over there. Y'all get the wrong idea about what a boxing channel is. Y'all get the wrong idea. People got to talk about what you want them to talk about. That's not how that works. But it is what it is. Hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy with 800 and something subscribers. That's all I am. It is what it is. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go over there to our sister Vay, listen to her cook. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, not only to me, but, you know, D-Free, go over there with them and BVO, my man Thomas, TD Sports Talk, and everybody out there that's pushing that content, man, that real content, that's staying true to who they are. And they're not putting on no show for people. They're being them. You get more respect when you be you than being something else for the people. Always remember to protect your peace, space, and your surroundings, and take care of your health. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We're going to go over there to our sister Vay. So y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.